In this video, we will be using completing the square to determine the center of a circle. And so let's begin. So the equation for a circle is as follows. So we have parentheses x minus h close parentheses squared plus parentheses y minus k close parentheses squared is equal to r squared. And this is the example problem that we will do together. X squared plus y squared plus 8x minus 16y minus 20 is equal to 0. And we want to determine two things. What is the coordinates of the center of the circle, and what is the length of the radius of the circle? And so let's begin. So step 1, we want to rearrange this equation. I want the x on one side and the y's on the other side. And so I would get x squared plus 8x plus y squared minus 16y, and I'm going to move the negative 20 over to the right. So it is equal to 20. Now I will use completing the square. So I get this b term and I divide by 2, and then I square it. Now if I do it on one side, I have to do it on the second side. Likewise, this piece right here, negative 16, I divide by 2, I square it. If I do it on one side, I have to do it on the other side. So 8 divided by 2 is 4, so we get 4 squared, and 4 squared is 16. Likewise, negative 16 divided by 2 is negative 8, and we're squaring it, so we get positive 64. And so I'm adding 16 and I'm adding 64, and I'm doing it both on the left hand side and on the right hand side. So now we can factor this piece right here. We would get parentheses x plus 4 squared, because x times x is x squared, x times 4 is 4x, 4 times x is 4x, and so we get 8x, and then 4 times 4 is 16. Likewise, this piece right here becomes parentheses y minus 8 squared, because y times y is y squared, y times negative 8 is negative 8y, negative 8 times y is negative 8y, so we get negative 16y, and negative 8 times negative 8 is 64. In this piece, 20 plus 16 plus 64 adds up to 100. And so instead of saying 100, we could say 10 squared in order to match this equation right here. So the center of the circle will be negative 4 comma 8, negative 4 comma 8, and then the length of the radius r would be 10. So this is just one more thing. So the center of the circle will be h comma k, and that's why it was negative 4 comma 8. And r represents the radius, and that's why the length of the radius is 10. And that's pretty much it for this video.